Whatever. I'm ready for anything.
All right, so it is Friday night. Sorry, I had some audio difficulties there. I was trying to do something fancy with the headphones, but apparently it wasn't working out. Either that or Dan was just sitting on the other end pretending like he couldn't hear me.
No, honestly. And the fact, put them back on. Show everybody what you look like.
I'm good.
No, put them back on.
I'm good.
He was sat there like air traffic control.
Yeah, I like this.
Look at it.
I was like, you know what? I can't wear these. I have some other headphones inside that don't look as. This is my gaming headset, but so now you have a visual. This when we play Call of Duty, that's what I wear.
Very nice. No wonder we always get beat.
There's a lot of reasons to get beat.
Directing traffic in.
There's a lot of reasons, and I don't think the headphones have anything to do with it.
I'm sure it has a lot to do with it.
Oh goodness! So it's Friday, so time for the Friday night block party. I know you're here. I think Zach Talks Tech might join us at some point in time, and then also Scott Peachy said that he's going to try and join us at some point in time. So
I saw that.
Yeah, should be interesting night.
Yep,
a good time. Looks like we got a couple people that popped in and left some chat notes earlier. Maybe they'll be back. Bionic, Mr. Tech Rant, Jason. So. Yes, so finally it is the end of the week, and now we get a long weekend. Are you off? Are you off on Monday?
Yeah, been off today. So Big John, off today. Don't go back till Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah, I don't go back till Tuesday. I took yesterday off, but I had a bunch of doctor's appointments and crap to do, so it really wasn't so much of a enjoyable day off. But I wasn't at work, so Bionics here. So yeah, Labor Day weekend. It's funny. Yeah, I never really, I mean, I knew at some point what Labor Day was, but I forgot. So I went to go back and refresh my memory. And apparently it has to deal with the organization of the labor movement back in the 30s when they started creating all the unions and stuff like that. You don't care? Oh, anyway, so I was just wondering, okay, why are we all off on Monday? So basically because of the labor movement, and I thought just my mind was like, oh, this is just the federal government giving us a free holiday during the year to thank us for all of our hard work. But no, that's not what it is for.
All right.
Of course, I don't know. Hard work from home. I don't know how much hard work that is. I saw this meme the other day that popped up, and it's like, I'm totally not paid enough money to do my job. And it's like these 4 little captions, and it's them drinking like an iced latte or a Frappuccino from Starbucks, playing on social media, and the other one was like taking a nap. It's like I'm not paid enough for what I do for my work.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Do I buy? Is it going to work? I can't see that. Man, come on, focus, you piece of fucking shit. There you go. Do I buy that? I got $100 left to spend.
What is that? Is that a wireless? Is that the wireless charging dock from Samsung?
Yeah, the Duo one.
I don't know. I've looked at it before, but I've never spent my credit on it, so it's like whatever.
I got $100 left over, and I don't know what to spend it on.
Yeah, I don't know. Got some more people in here. Carlos Molina. Something that's not in English, but thank you for being here. Let's party. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, crazy week, but hey, 3-day weekend to start off for everybody. So kind of talk. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it.
He can't have been talking to you.
Yeah, the blue G90 Pro.
He can't have been talking to you. He must have you mixed up with somebody else.
Probably so. It's a good phone, though. I mean, it's the best phone that Blue's ever made. Their stuff has gotten better. I just hope they can follow through with what they say they're going to do with their strategy with trying to – it should at least get Android 11, and they should get semi-regular security updates, whatever that means. But, I mean, they're far and away better than they were 2 or 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, when we talk about semi-regular security updates, who knows what that means? I mean, I was disappointed today. I pulled up my LG Velvet, and it still has a security update from June.
Yeah, well, that's LG for you, though, right?
Yeah, I thought that they were kind of turning a corner a little bit. I thought they were going to try and be better. Like Samsung's trying to be better, and they're being better. I mean, as long as I get bi-monthly security updates, I'm totally happy. Because just put out a hot fix if there's an issue. But I mean, bi-monthly, I think is totally fine. But anyway, yeah. So, what are you drinking over there tonight? Shasta?
No, I'm on the regular Summit Diet Cola from Aldi.
Ah, very nice. I haven't been to Aldi in a while. I've got my what is this one? It's
Dr. P.
No, cranberry, tangerine, sparkling fruit juice water.
You know what I had for dinner tonight?
More seafood?
Lobster rolls again.
Oh, man, they're so good.
Oh,
They're so good.
Father-in-law brought 6 2-pound in weight hard shell.
They'll probably cost them like $8 a piece too. I mean, they're dirt cheap in Maryland.
Right here in Ohio, it's $35 a pound. What?
$35 a pound?
Yeah, for hard shell Maine. Yeah,
it's for us. It's like $14
for Maine lobster.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're right here. I mean, Houston's a big distribution place, so
yeah, true.
They like their Gulf seafood, so they got to put the lobster on there. I love lobster. Lobster is my most favorite thing to eat on the face of this planet, and lobster roll is my absolute most favorite food. Yeah, I got to look up a recipe. I never made one, and maybe this will be part of what we're talking about tonight. So I know when I had the 4th of July stream, we kind of talked about what's your favorite barbecue thing, what's your favorite barbecue drink, what's your favorite thing to do. So. We'll talk about that tonight, and also hello to Thilendencast and what I think about the LG. I don't know anything about the LG tablet 5.0. I would have to look. I don't know anything about it, but typically LG tablets are kind of 7. Yeah, usually LG's tablets. I mean, they're okay for media consumption and like some light browsing and social media, but they are not really in the pro tablet world. So I mean, if you just want something that's cheap. Typically, you can get them like if you add a line for free at T-Mobile and some stuff. Yeah. I mean, they're good at basic tasks, but that's about it, I think.
Did you see T-Sales tablets?
I did, yeah. I saw the press announcement. It's funny. I wrote the guy back, and I'm like, "Hey, send it all to me."
Yeah, I go straight on to him. I was like, "I'll take him."
He's like, "Well, we don't have review stuff to send out yet." I'm like, I know, but when you do, put it all in the same box.
Yes, pretty much what I said. I was like, "I'll take it."
Yeah, but so Labor Day, I cooked steak tonight. I went to the grocery store. Yeah, I went to the grocery store the other day. No macaroni and cheese. We had, of course, we had some borracho beans, some rice. I really wanted some garlic bread, but we didn't get any of that. My wife had to go pick up my other son from his mom's house while I was cooking everything. So I made the rice, I made the beans, made the homemade sweet tea, made the steak and all that stuff. But I mean, down here. Usually when it comes around to these holidays, it's barbecuing time. And like 4th of July is a big barbecue time, Labor Day, Memorial Day. It's like you go to the store, you pick up some meat, and you cook it. So I might do some of that this weekend. I'm very tempted to go get maybe like a pork butt and some ribs and smoke that, or maybe go get some ribs and smoke those. And tell you what, when you and Leanne ever work your way down here, I will pull out the barbecue pit, and we will have us some serious barbecue.
We will do that.
Barbecue and Tex-Mex, because Tex-Mex all over the place down here. Tex-Mex, there's more Tex-Mex restaurants than there are Walmarts and grocery stores down here.
I mean, look at me. Do I look like I'd be offended by you doing that?
No, not at all.
Just keep bring it in, you know?
So over in the comment section, to get y'all guys involved tonight, what is your favorite thing to eat for Labor Day? What do you like to barbecue? Like steak, barbecue some chicken, or maybe a homemade recipe? What is it that y'all cook for Labor Day to celebrate? Because I know it's a little bit different right now. I mean, in the past, for Labor Day or even any other holiday, I would be getting together with my family, which I'm not doing right now because we're in this brave new world where we don't socialize anymore. So maybe next year, if they can come up with a vaccine and all that other good stuff, maybe we can return to these communal events. But right now, frankly, it's not safe. But normally, I'd be cooking for like 40 or 50 people. I got a big family. I think I told you before. I've got 9 siblings, 8 siblings. There's 9 of us. Yes. So my wife and I, we have 6 kids.
Yes.
My older brother has 4 kids. My sister has a boy and a girl. My other brother has 2 kids. My other brother has 3 kids. So, I mean, that's like what? 4 and 6 is 10, 13, 14. There's like 20 nieces and nephews. And then my 8 siblings, plus their significant others, plus my mom and her boyfriend. And then, if we have a friend or 2 that shows up, I kid you not, I am barbecuing for 40 to 45 people.
I'm impressed.
And that's just Matlocks.
I know, right? Crazy.
That's not anyone else. That's just Matlock. So I will be I'll be running 2 barbecue pits and an oven. Actually, I'll be running all 4 burners on the stove, both ovens, and 2 barbecue pits, because I'll smoke a ham, I'll smoke like 3 rib racks, I'll smoke like a pork butt, I'll smoke like 3 or 4 sausage links, or at least maybe 5 or 6. And then I typically make like a king ranch chicken or chicken spaghetti to go along with it. I'll make homemade butter beans that I like to make. I make a lot. I'm like, look, I'll make enough food for everybody. I'll just somebody pick up the roll, somebody pick up the sweet tea, somebody pick up some fried okra or whatever. But you bring whatever you want, and I'll take care of the rest. Because I hate to say this, my siblings are a little bit on the wishy-washy side whenever it comes to preparing food. So like they'll say they're going to prepare something, and then it's like, oh yeah, sorry, I just picked up these Cokes on the way. So my younger brother, I'll be like, here, you can't cook anyway, and you live an hour and a half away. So you pick up all the soda and you get the ice when you get here, and then let everybody else worry about the other stuff.
See, there's only me, Leanne, and baby. We have no family around here, so we don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
nobody wants to spend time with you anyway.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit anyway. Me.
All right, so Face here.
That's very clever.
We do a Zoom chat, and everybody orders DoorDash barbecue, and we all eat together. Yeah,
that's very clever.
That is a clever way of doing this. We did something similar on Mother's Day, and it was funny because we did a big Zoom chat, and I kid you not, like each family, we all had our own window up, and it's like, all right, kids, you cycle in now, then you kids, you cycle in, and everybody can say hi to grandma and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was interesting. We didn't do anything like that for Father's Day, but maybe later on I'll do something like that again. But yeah, people are having to get creative with stuff that's going on right now. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, I probably won't make brisket. The thing with brisket is that
dries out too quick if you leave it too long.
The thing, I can make brisket, but it is a serious time commitment. We're talking like 14, 15 hours.
No, put it in the oven. Put it in the oven. You'll save a lot of time putting it in the oven.
But what I do is I usually smoke it on the grill for like 6 hours, and then I'll move it to the oven.
You don't have to do that. Put a pan of water in the bottom of your oven.
Well, I like the smoke. I like to have the smoke flavor.
Get some liquid smoke in there. Bing, bing, done.
Yeah. I smoke it, and then I throw it in there to cook.
6 hours total the way I do it. I put some liquid smoke on it. I have a pan of water in the cooker, and then I do it for 4 hours wrapped in foil, and then the last 2 hours undone, and it's soft as hell, and it's smoky, and it's good.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I used to throw it on the grill, and it never came out anywhere near as good as it did in the oven.
Yeah, it takes so long too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It does take a long time.
Oh goodness, man, I'm ready for this weekend. I've needed a break from work for a while, so I'm glad to have a couple of days off. I started playing that Fall Guys game.
I want to play that, but it's not on the Xbox, is it?
No, it's not on the Xbox. It's on the PC. You can play on the PC. Yeah, it's on Steam. You can get it on there, and then it's on the PlayStation. Actually, I won twice since yesterday. Like, I just started playing yesterday, and I won one last night, and I won one today.
How much is it?
It's $20. It's $19.99.
All right.
It's free on PlayStation Plus if you got that. But yeah, my kids started playing it, and are you getting feedback from my microphone? Like I hear it kind of pop up a little bit.
Nope.
Maybe it's just mine. Is anyone else getting feedback from my microphone? If you are,
unless it's the sound of you coming through my, but I'm set up as I normally do with my Yeti X, and my speakers are behind the monitor, so it doesn't do that.
And I don't know. But yeah, so Fall Guys is like the big thing right now. Like everybody loves Fall Guys, and my kids have been playing it. And then I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and give this a whirl. And I started playing yesterday evening, and I just kept playing and playing and playing and playing. I sit there playing for hours, just playing this stupid game. It's so frustrating though, because like you got these little guys, and I think they're like jelly beans.
Mm-hmm.
They're like little jelly beans that like flail their arms around. They're like those wacky whaley inflatable tube arm guys. But they're like little jelly bean guys. You can get costumes for them. So they've got like the costumes consist of a bottom half and an upper half. So you can be like a Coke, you can be like a pineapple, you can be like a chicken, my son got this hot dog skin. So I was running around playing. Huh?
I said, I bet your mouth was watering.
Oh, yeah. But, oh, man, I was so pissed because I got to the last level like 4 times last night, and I just could not seal the deal. And it was like 2:15 in the morning last night.
Imagine that. You not been able to seal the deal. I don't know how you got so many kids.
I had some moves, before a long time ago.
Anyway,
I had my way. I was, much more attractive when I had more hair and not all this facial hair and 30 pounds lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex found me attractive. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 women in my life have. So I guess that was good enough. But yeah, so either way, I was playing the game, and my very last game. I mean, I was like, you know what, I'm done. This is my last game. 2:15 in the morning, and I finally pull off this win. And then my kids have been playing for weeks, and they woke up this morning. I was like, oh, just so you know, got a win on Fall Guys last night. They're like, no, how did you do that? You just started playing yesterday. I've been playing this game for a month. I'm like, well, I guess you're just not good.
That's right. Get good, kids. Get good.
My son was telling me something earlier while he was playing. He was like, Dad, this happened and that happened. I was like, well, it's because you suck. No. I'm like, no. It's because you're not any good. He's like, but Dad, but no. You need to get better.
That's the way it is.
Hey, look who it is.
I was at Columbus Zoo today with my father-in-law and my little boy, and I could have. Was you at Columbus Zoo today? I'm just going to ask right now.
I was not.
I didn't think it was you, but then I did think it was you for the longest time because it looked like you without the garlic knot. So,
wow.
You have some serious mohawkage going on right there today.
Yeah.
Actually, so I was watching a show, and I started I have this habit of messing with my hair, and I was like, wait, I actually have to be on a live show a little bit. So I had to and, fix it back up again. Dan, the beard's looking good, bud.
Oh, dude, I'm having some. It's in an interesting stage. Like beards, just like hair, have these really awkward stages. Like you go with the ball spot,
never has an awkward stage in my hair.
And then you go from what Dan has to what you have, and then you go to what I had 2 months ago, and now I'm like, the thing is my hair is wavy, so all this right here, it comes down 4 more inches. It's just not straight. I could have a beard down to here right now.
You need to get one of those beard things where you can straighten it out.
Straighten it out, yeah.
I need to talk to
a beard comb. That's what I used to use when I had my longer chief.
Well, I have a beard comb, and I bought some this pomade stuff to use to kind of keep it together a little bit. But
I got a company for you. They were huge fans of us.
Oh, really? I'll have to give it a whirl. I need to get something. I need to talk to TK and see what he does because he's got that beard right here, and it goes down to it's just completely straight.
The company is called Can You Handlebar.
Can You Handlebar?
Yep, canyouhandlebar.com.
I got a funny story. So I used to go play poker all the time. They have these poker rooms. I was in a club here in Houston. And I was pretty good. There was 20, 30,000 people in this league. And in the city of Houston, I was ranked in the top 250. I would go play a lot. It was a point system. I played in all these tournaments. Well, I would go play because they would have it at different venues. And the great thing was there was no money. It was a thing that they orchestrated with the bars and the venues. Because you can't play for money here. You kind of can now because they've got some loophole. But back then, it was if you won, then they would cover your bar tab for the evening, or you get a $40 or $50 gift card that was donated, whatever.
Okay.
And every month they would have a citywide tournament, and if you won at one of these local venues during the week, then you could go to the city tournament. And if you won in the top 10 there, they would have here you got this $500 entry to go to Kashada at the real casino, a couple hours away, or you would win a voucher for a TV, or they just had prizes all through donation stuff. So it was legitimate, but you wouldn't get cash payouts. So, but it was a big thing, and they still have it around here. Anyway, so I'm playing at one of these. There's this little pool hall bar one night, and there's probably 20, 30 people playing. And I went outside with my buddy, and we go up, and this kid rolls up on a bicycle. And he comes up and he's like, "Hey, mister, you want to buy some handlebars?" I'm like,
Like bike handlebars?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what do I look like? I don't have a bicycle. Why do I want handlebars? He's like, no, man, barbiturates. I'm like, is that what you kids call these things? It's like, no, I don't want any of that stuff. Get out of here, kid.
Like how old was this kid?
He was probably like 17, 18. He was like some older teenager that rolls up on a bicycle trying to sell me drugs. He was like, hey, man, you want to buy some handlebars? I'm like, I don't have a bicycle, kid. I drove my car here. He just looked at me like, I'm like, hey, I don't know these things.
He's probably like, what the heck is wrong with this old guy? Like, why is he just like, I don't say anything about a bike. I said something. You want the drugs, bro? You talk about a 10-speed bike.
It was just beyond me. I was homeschooled. I never lived out in this world. I never even seen any of this stuff in real life. So it was just beyond me.
I was not homeschooled, and that's today. I was today years old when I learned that it was called handlebars.
Me too.
This was like a decade ago, so maybe
I've been on this planet a lot longer than you two guys as well, and I still didn't know what that was.
Yeah, it was today years old.
Asked me if I wanted to buy something else, like if asked me want some weed or something. I understand that stuff, but he rolled up on a bicycle, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to buy some handlebars?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good."
Nah, bro, what do you got them? You got those you got them big ape hangers for me? You got some ape hangers?
You got a pack of cards so I can put it in my spokes?
Jeez. Oh my God, I used to do that.
Did you have the little ice cream bell on your bike?
I never had an ice cream bell. No, I was that kid that always had like the baseball cards. Always.
I'm going to date myself a little bit here. When you were growing up, did you play like baseball or football?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all did like the fundraisers where you went and sold the candy and you got points and you could get prizes and redeem them for things?
Yeah. If that dates you, then yep, we're right about even.
Yeah. So I went ahead and I sold my heart out because they had that little book and like, all right, you can get this, you can get this.
Oh yeah.
Remember those things you could get for your bikes that had the speaker with the little megaphone and it would play like the 6 different sounds and stuff?
Yeah.
All summer I sold my dad used to work at the college, so I would go down there and it was perfect. You know, have you seen like they do with Girl Scout cookies now where they would just wait outside the grocery store doors?
Oh yeah. My wife is a troop leader, so yeah.
It's the most cheapest thing ever. You don't have to go to people's doors. I don't have to wonder when it's Girl Scout season. I just walk out the grocery store. They're parked there like, hey, mister, I'll give you 4 boxes. You can buy 1 box for $5 or 4 boxes for $20. And I'm like,
here's a 20.
Yeah, like, well, that's not really a deal, and they're like, I didn't say it was. Just give me the money.
Dude, that thing is a racket. That thing is a racket. Those girls make like 35 cents a box.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Seriously, I'm not even kidding. It's
cookies are so good. And now even less of them they give you in there now.
Man, it's a racket. I'm telling you.
They're not good, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hopes and dreams of children selling cookies, they're crap.
Nah, come on. Come on.
Crap.
Oh man,
come on. What's your favorite? My Colton mint, frozen thin mint, all day.
No. The lemonades are my favorite. Hey, everybody,
the lemonades are good.
They're still not very good.
What's everybody's favorite Girl Scout cookie? I'll send off in the chat. But lemonades are my favorite.
Thin mints.
Thin mints are okay.
So good. You put them in the freezer.
Here you go. You ready? Get yourself one of the mixers where you like press down or it goes. They're not a ninja, but
just a regular food chopper.
Yeah, like a food. Okay, so you got that. You freeze your Thin Mints, put them in a Ziploc bag, then just beat the crap out of them. Take some vanilla ice cream and a half a cup of yogurt or half a cup of milk. Put it in one of those food processors. Bam, you got yourself a Thin Mint Blizzard for significantly less the cost. Look, I am a big guy that likes sweets. There's probably a good chance I've tried.
We should change the name of the stream to 3 big guys that like sweets.
3 big dudes and a quart of ice cream. Let's be real, a quart, half a gallon.
Sure.
Half a gallon.
Mm-hmm. I've lost like 3 pounds. I'm at 225 right now.
You are nowhere near me.
Not even close to me.
Mm-hmm. I put 50 pounds on since the turn of the year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, you're going through some stuff though.
Well, yeah, but still, 50 pounds is a lot.
I put on about 15 since the start of the year, and it was up to about 20, but I've lost like.
Shut up! You look harmless for that beard. Don't start going. Oh, 15 pounds.
I'll bet you that I easily outweigh you both.
Well, how tall are you?
How tall are you?
In real life? How tall are you?
How tall am I? I'm 5'10".
5'8", 5'7".
Yeah, we're the same then.
See, 5'10". Yeah,
I'm 6.
My weight is close to 300.
Same.
Okay, I bet we're about the same size.
I bet we probably are.
I'm in there somewhere as well.
Yeah.
What? The most I've ever weighed is 240, but right now I'm at 225. I want to get back down to about 210, 215.
I haven't seen 210 since middle school.
Yeah, I was going to say last time I was 210.
It's been a while.
Being pushed out by my mother. It was like, come on.
I do need to say hi to a couple people. Unnamed review. Welcome, Jiffer. Happy Friday. And Drew. Drew's here. Super Troop Drew. Thank you.
Christmas, I was 231 pounds.
Good for you.
You have lost a significant amount of weight. But I know we talked about this before where you're kind of like a yo-yo. Like
I fluctuate a lot. A hell of a lot. But this year, particularly. But I think a lot of it's to do with the meds that I'm on right now as well. But still, 50 pounds. Just like, come on.
That's a lot, yeah.
The month it worked out.
I mean, but honestly, you could probably drop. Honestly, you could probably drop like quick 15 in water weight,
in a week, 10 days, easy. I'm gonna start the keto diet. I think
it's hard. I've done it. I dropped a quick 15 back in February, March, and then COVID. And then I'm like, all the carbs. Like,
that's been my.
I was doing good until that. Like I had actually lost. That's why I was down to like 215. I was doing a lot of walking. I was doing a lot of exercising. I was eating better. I had a very structured meal plan. And then it's like all this happened, and I'm like, you know what? Life sucks. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat that.
I ate my feelings. Yeah, I ate my feelings.
Yeah, I write the feelings on there. I'm like, eat that. My wife's like, why are you eating pity, despair, and bad feels
because I want that dopamine. Like it's better than heroin and cocaine. So what do you want? You want me to eat peanut butter or you want me to smoke heroin?
Yeah, peanut butter or cocaine. There's no in between.
Right, there's no in between. Like
you know, you could like eat a bowl of cereal.
Oh no, like a bowl. I don't eat just a bowl.
Can't do a bowl unless you've got a really big bowl.
Like a
3 bowls,
like a mixing bowl.
So I had a friend.
A glass mixing bowl.
I had a friend when I was growing up.
We're going to get on like a house on fire when we meet. I tell you, it's going to cost like $500 to go for lunch or something. But
like me and my family, we always just had regular sized bowls, and it never occurred to me to get a Tupperware bowl and pour the whole box in there. So I would just eat one bowl and then fill it up like 3 times. Yeah. And I went over to my buddy's house. And first of all, they use 2% milk with their cereal, which is just crazy to me. You got to have whole milk.
Whole milk?
Oh, no.
Whole milk is the only thing. Whole milk is the only thing.
No, I can't. Look, I got to try to cut calories where I can.
All right.
I don't do skim.
No.
That's like
no,
water.
skim milk's terrible. No, if we do anything that's not whole milk, like my wife is like 2%'s better. And then it's like the kids are like, they go through a gallon at least a day because we have 5 here that are here all the time, and they're all getting bigger now. Like my 13-year-old is now 5'11".
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's not he's my wife's son. My 14-year-old who's 14 and a half, he's 5'3", but her 13-year-old is 5'11".
Look at you.
That was just before COVID. This is after COVID.
Wow.
I got to be honest with you. Like you don't look, you definitely don't look 50 pounds. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah. I've got this big turkey neck hanging there, and it's
yeah,
exactly.
Mine has like all gone to like just my gut. Like it's
man, yeah.
God, just a gut.
Oh my stomach.
Well, this is really great for Friday night block party. Let's all talk about our sorrows.
Real men.
Hey, well, this is great though because when we're on the live stream, all you see is from here up. But,
yeah.
I mean, we mostly look the same as we did 6 months ago.
Yeah.
As far as our audience is concerned,
I'm a little puffier in the face.
That's why I started to slim up a little bit because I was doing my videos. I'm like, I got to zoom out a little farther.
Well, that's why I've grown my hair longer. That's why like the mohawk's a little bit taller.
This right here
it stretches my face like this.
It's an optical illusion. Like this right here, the longer it is, makes me look 5 pounds lighter.
Yeah. It really does. If I take this off, I look about 385. Never mind 282.
Oh yeah, nope.
Oh my gosh, the Lions man is here.
Talking of fat people, yeah, here's Lionsman. Did you know that Lionsman spent $1,000 on a plastic phone?
He did, yes.
Wow.
He got a flat screen though.
To match his head. I mean, really?
So did you guys order the Z Fold 2 yet?
No.
No.
I talked myself out of it.
I am not buying one of those things until I see some real world road tests.
Battery results.
Not that I don't believe a lot of the big name people, but I want to see some people who buy this and get it at home that spent their $2,000 on it, and then they're mad because the battery life sucks. Like my thought process is, if my Note 20 Ultra is barely squeaking out 5 hours the way I use it with the 500 milliamp battery,
5 hours?
Yeah, I get 5 hours.
I get 4.5 sometimes.
My 4A crushes that.
Yeah,
7 hours. It's like 7 hours. So my thought process is, if you take the same battery, but then you give it this screen and then you give it this screen, then I think that it's going to not last as long as the Note. I mean, granted, the Note, you're always using the large screen as opposed to the smaller screen on the front of the Fold 2, but I have concerns.
My Note's done all right tonight, so I'm at 34%, and I've got 4.5 hour screen on time, which isn't good by any means, but it's a lot better than it has been.
I would check my 4A, but I left it upstairs.
I can check it house. Let's have a look at my 4XL.
So I have my 4A plugged in, but I have it plugged in now. I was at
phone you're using right now?
What's that?
What other phone are you using right now?
I have this is the 4XL.
So you're using 2 pixels right now.
I have 2. I have a lot of pixels. So I have.
Oh yeah, go on, spit it out. Make that mistake.
Oh yeah,
I'm using the green pixel.
This is the 3. This is the 3A XL.
He's like, oh shoot, guys, I showed off the Pixel 5 on.
Did you see that? He almost tripped over his own teeth. Then.
No, so I don't. I do not have any other pixel that's
bullshit.
Okay.
Bull. Shit.
I don't have it. I'm telling you right now, I don't have it.
All right. So what is it upstairs too? Is that why you don't have it?
No, there is nothing in this house that is a Pixel 5.
That's because you put it in your car before the stream started. Yeah, here we go. How's the 5 shot? Everybody knows.
I don't have the 5. I swear to God, I don't have it.
I don't have the 4A XL.
This guy has the 6.
Yeah, he's testing the product. He's testing the Pixel 7 right now.
I have the foldable Pixel. You guys don't even know.
What are you talking about? Yeah. See?
So I have the Loner V60 from Verizon, which is actually really nice. I didn't get the dual screen.
I need to send you a message. You don't need no loaners of Verizon. I'll send you a message.
Wait, what?
You don't need to get loaners from Verizon. I'll send you a message on.
Okay.
Twitter.
Send me.
You can get in the club.
And
I want in the club
as well.
Please. But yeah, I have that, and so I'm testing out the 5G there. The V60's been great. I love it.
6 number rated phone, the V60.
It's a great phone. The V60 is such a good phone. The audio on the video is hot garbage, but everything else about it is so good. Even the 8K, I was really impressed. In my video, I walked around my backyard, and I was like, wow, it's actually really, really good.
It's funny. People hated on that phone so much, but we're talking. It was
a mid-range device because it had a 1080p screen.
That's what pissed me off, because even MKBHD said that, and I was like, "This is not a mid-range phone. Quit calling the V60 a mid-range phone." And then you get the Note 20 comes out. All right, is that a mid-range phone, buddy? It's 1080p.
This thing is it's solid, super solid.
It's a really good phone.
And I got to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fanatic of the in-screen fingerprint, but it actually works so much better than a lot of other ones that I've tried in the past. I had, what was it, the OnePlus 7? One of them, one of the OnePluses has it, and it was just
it was sit awful. There and you see that little globe forever.
Oh God, awful! I never used it because it was terrible. Thank God it had a face unlock because it was so bad.
Yeah, that's the only thing that irks me. That LG won't enable the face unlock. And like, come on, just turn it on. It's not that difficult.
No,
But you can access it, if you know the secret code where you type it into, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but you can get into the engineering menu and you can actually enable it.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
I know it's there. It's just very frustrating because it makes no sense to me in 2020 why that wouldn't have the facial recognition. It's like it's been in there since the Note 5.
talking of LG, I've got to bring this up.
Go for it.
MediaTek with the T-Mobile version. I do not understand this at all for the sake of $12 difference.
The only thing that I can think of that they would have gone that route was because the 765 is in such demand. Maybe they could not procure enough of them to get the phone out to all the carriers, so that's why they went with the MediaTek. That's the only thing I can think.
It's just
I think I have every. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I think I might have every single Pixel, like OG, not the OG. So I don't have the OG because Greg's wife has that one.
yeah.
Five again.
I think I have all the available pixels within arm's length.
Look, I've got my 3A and it's got that little shield-shaped camera on the back. Like, no, I put that on there. It's a sticker.
Well, the 3A is right here. The 3A XL. Which is still a beast, might I add. Like, it's still a phenomenal device.
Oh, I've got one too. The
only thing wrong with that device was its storage is slow. eMMC slow.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. I really love the 4A, and like with this whole Team Pixel thing, I'm thinking we're only going to get one phone. I mean, I don't think they're going to send us both of them.
I doubt it.
I would guess probably no.
I'm hoping we get the 5. I'm hoping.
I actually don't care.
All right, so here's a question.
Yeah, what did I get and when did I get it?
He's like, I don't think you're gonna get it, guys. So here's a question. As far as brands go, and I know Scott's gonna answer this. He's gonna say Pixel
all day long.
Pixel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so the OnePlus has a lot of good things going for it. I think they did the Nexus 6 error with their latest, like that would. Speaking of Nexus 6, I actually have one over here. It's Stats. Stats is
the phone that's this big.
Yeah, it's enormous. Holy crap, is it huge? But like when you look at the box, they're like, oh my god, the Nexus 6 is so big, 32 gigs. Oh my god,
non-expandable.
Yeah, non-expandable 32 gigs. And I go, guys, I've recorded 4K videos on this camera bigger than the files on that entire phone.
I remember when we got
the fingerprint sensor that's not there.
Yeah. Big phone, huge phone.
Interesting time before they figured out how to use AMOLED panels and make screens smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Where, if you remember, we had the HTC One Max, which was a gigantic phone. That was a behemoth. We had the HTC U Ultra, which was also a big phone. We had the Note Max. Was it the Note Max? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I have a Note Max.
I thought there was a Note that was a bigger one. And there was the Nexus 6. We had some really, really
the big Nexus 6 though was just a Moto X.
Damn,
it was the best one.
Huge phone, not a fingerprint sensor.
No, just enough to hold it. Yeah, I went to Sprint like 4 times to look at that phone because I wanted it so badly. But I have such small hands, I couldn't hold the phone in one hand and use it because it's so big.
The problem with that phone is it's how wide it is as well.
Yeah, it's so wide. You can't wrap your hands around it.
Form factor. So it's like, yeah, I mean, look at that. And that's the screen's bigger on the 4XL than it is on the actual 6.
And so that thing is still so much wider because you can see the white after the black so much wider. And then when you start to go like, okay, crap, like how much bigger is it compared to the 4A?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Hang on a minute. Make
sure you grab the right phone.
Yeah.
This is the 4A. Look at that. Look at that.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's only got like 0.2 inch of a screen size difference, right?
Yeah, I mean, you really like when you think about it, the chin on the Nexus is so big.
6-inch screen, right? On that, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. I mean, when I look at it, the screen outside of this one being wider, like obviously the Nexus being wider, if the 4A was wider this way in my hand, it would be a bigger screen with a significant smaller footprint than this behemoth right here.
Well, I mean, that's what we've gotten over the years is they've been able to, like, a lot of the phones are not necessarily so much bigger or smaller now. It's that they've been able to stretch the screen from end to end. And you know, I haven't looked a whole lot at the Pixel 5 rumors and stuff, but I was tickled pink whenever we got the Pixel 4a and it had the fingerprint sensor on the back. It is so nice having a fingerprint sensor on the back of the phone. It's so fast. It's so accurate.
Well, I think somebody had something that came out today talking about that.
That was probably was that technically T's video? I know he had a video that came out today. I can't remember. I watched it earlier, but I can't remember that part. And he was talking about things that could be improved for the next Note, which is a good video if you go watch it.
Fingerprint sensor. That is far better than the in-screens will ever be.
Do y'all remember the fingerprint sensors where you had to swipe your finger on it? Like on the Note 4?
Was that on the Note 5 or the 4?
Note 4. The Note 5, they got the regular one, but the Note 4, you would swipe it 4 or 5 times. That sucker would never register.
But anyway, to go back to the OnePlus versus Pixel thing, I think it's Pixel because the experience is better. Not to say that the OnePlus experience is bad. That is definitely not what I want to say. Is like the experience is great, like great smooth screen. It's plenty fast. Like it's got way more. It's got plenty of horsepower. I just take a lot of pictures and a lot of video, and I just prefer the Pixel experience with that. Like it's just
what they've done with the software.
Yeah, so much better.
No, I'm talking about OnePlus. Have you seen what they've done with Android 11?
Oh no,
been out, right?
It's One UI. They've gone to Samsung's One UI.
Ugh.
They've got rid of the stock look. Totally. It's like, what are you doing?
They had a good thing going.
Abandoned it altogether.
I need the Surface Duo though. I feel like I need that.
I got really put off it. Really, when using
Best
Buy.
The thing
so you use one at Best Buy?
Yeah. Oh man, it's so.
My Best Buy is I don't have one. It's pissing me off.
I have to go to a Best Buy now.
I'm gonna go try again tomorrow.
Down this way, the one in Beef Creek has one.
I'm gonna try to hit the one in Dublin, see if they have one.
God, I've just been there today.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I went to Columbus Zoo.
Oh, that's right. You just told me that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you at least send a message, you jerk?
Well, I figured with having the father-in-law with me, and I thought, well,
I still could have come by in the car and screamed nasty words at you guys.
Everybody else does that, so I wouldn't have known it was you.
Well, I mean, you would have not known us with the hair.
Well, it wouldn't matter.
Roll down the window, and all you would hear is careless whisper.
The way I drive, it's my road. And if
I would be singing
you're in my way.
Careless whisper in my Jeep, screaming, "I'm Lord Peachy! I'm Lord Peachy!"
I'm back on Friday. Right. I will definitely on Friday because I'm back on Friday.
Okay, yeah, just message me.
Yeah, I'm going to try and go tomorrow again. I ordered one.
Of course you did.
So janky. It's so software on it. It's so. And
that's what concerned me.
Was it demo mode though? Was it demo?
You take it out of demo mode, and that's what I'm wondering whether it's demo mode fighting to try and come back on that's causing the issues.
Apparently, there was
flash and
there
just weird.
Was from what I was told today that I can't disclose who, but there was supposedly a software update today that may be fixed a little bit, but from what I'm hearing is it's still not street ready. Like it's the people I've talked to that have tested them out and used them, and even it's not. That's what concerns me, and I think a lot of people are kind of looking into this in the tech world because there's like a 60-day return window on this thing with Microsoft.
Whoa,
oh, really? 60-day.
That's a long time.
And I think that the reason they're doing that is because when they put it out, it's not gonna be like 100% ready. And they're like, "Look, here, we'll give guys just
sell it then.
Here's some time." And I don't know what. From every indication that I've got, every source that I've got, every piece of information is that it's just not ready. So if it's not ready, then why the rush to push it out all of a sudden? Because it's not.
Janky. It's really janky. Like half the screen, the left side, half the screen would go black, and then the top half of it would flash and repeatedly flash, and then it'd go off and like do a soft reboot, then come back on, and then the screen would be the wrong way. It was just weird.
I think, well, if you've gone, like, I've gone to Best Buy before, and I've messed with a lot of phones when they're in demo mode, and they have problems. Like, they lock up. And so I think that might be a demo
problems, though. This was, like, literally broken. It was broke. It was, like, really poor.
I don't know. I mean, I got one.
But I don't see how demo mode is going to make half the screen disappear and the other half of the screen on the left-hand side flash. And then I'm presuming the left side's like a slave to the right side, because the right side was fine. The left side was a major issue.
But I want to know what the pictures are like.
Here's the thing that gets me. I asked somebody that question today, and I'm not going to answer back yet, but that was a legitimate question that I had. I'm curious, but here's the thing, and Loser Linesman hits it on the head. They had over a year to get this worked out. I mean, they demoed this. It's like, you're demoing this, and it looks like it's working fine. And, Microsoft has a terrible track record of displaying software on, product debuts. But it seemed like it worked the way it was supposed to. Even when they made that supplementary video with Panos and they showed it off, it looked like it's working properly. So I wonder if the issues they're having might have to be, like, network related, but just trying to get it to work properly. I don't know. I
was not doing anything that needed the network. I was doing basic opening apps.
Well, no, I just mean with having the issues with what they're going on right now. I mean, that's not going to be the software baseline problems, but I'm trying to figure out why in a year this thing is not street ready when people develop and create a complete phone in less than a year, and this thing was done a year ago.
It's the best engineered dual screen phone out there by far. This thing is so thin, and the hinge on it is so. It reminds me a lot of the Lenovo hinges on their high end laptops. It's nice.
Microsoft is good with hinges,
and it, as an engineering standpoint, I can now understand why it costs so much money. But like we said a few weeks ago, it's live and die by its software. Boy,
and what's funny to me though, as much as like the entire tech community basically already put this on a totem pole, called it a witch, and set it on fire. For not having the latest and greatest hardware in it. But at this point in time, I am glad that it's not going to have a Snapdragon 865 Plus in it, because that 3,700 milliamp battery would be dead by lunchtime.
Yeah, it would never make it. If it's going to be a productivity device, which is exactly what it's supposed to be, there is a 0% chance that 3,700 milliamp hour battery would even, like you said, make it to lunchtime. Like, if you're going to use it for, video calls and conference calls and emails and Teams and Excel and Word, like, you're never going to get the battery life that you need it to be.
Nope.
And my thing is, I go back to the pictures. Like, I'm really interested to know, what does the pictures look like? Could you take a picture when you had it in Best Buy, or did they have a block where you could?
Tomorrow, though. No problem. I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really genuinely interested. Like, I want to know.
Gobsmacked at this dumpster fire of software on it. I was like, we'll put that down.
So Lion Man here says if he gets his work bonus next week, the Fold 2 is going to be his. So
he won't get the Fold.
And I got
big phone. Sure,
I got all sorts of.
This right here, Trenton is.
Yeah, that was a good That's a great comment.
Yeah.
Although I would say that the Duo is actually further along and probably still better than the Red phone.
I actually got a red hydrogen phone.
You did?
I did. I bought one, and it's funny. I bought it, and somebody sold it, still having a payment plan on it, went on Swappa, and they didn't flag till after the purchase. So I went like a month after I bought it and tried to unlock it, and it's like, hey, it's got a lock on it. I'm like, what? I can't unlock this. It's supposed to be paid off. Like, no, there's a balance on it. So I went through Swappa and PayPal, and I returned it, which, having found out it had sucked at that point, I'm glad that was an option.
Worked out well for you.
Oh, it worked out really well for me. I used it, and there were certain elements of it that I liked, but the expectation going into it was that it was going to be this really good phone, and I loved it. I mean, I liked it. I mean, you could kill somebody with that thing.
I heard it was like a beast.
Oh, it was a metal brick. Like, you could like Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the red hydrogen phone. I mean, this sucker, you could use this at the blunt. Like, they could issue these to the U.S. military, and you could use that instead of, like, a bayonet or something. I fix red phones and go up the hill. So
you know what the Duos reminded me of? Windows Mobile.
Oh, don't do that. No.
It was in your head. It was in your head. For
No.
This is what it's reminding me of.
No.
Hardware, software that's not ready again.
No.
Exactly the same happened with that, and it never got traction.
Oh man, don't give up, Microsoft. Don't give up on this. That was my video, and I caught hell for that video, and I caught hell for my video about people spending $2,000 on a phone. Like when I make opinion pieces,
thumbs down you got on that.
I did. It was crazy.
You got crucified.
I did. I really did.
On Sunday morning because you got crucified.
I did it because I blame Tech King Mike. Because him and I were talking about it. I was like, I'm making a video, and I ended up making a video where I was like,
view-wise though. I mean, did you get any views on it?
No. As soon as that thing went upside down and thumbs down, Google buried it. Straight up, just buried it.
I was pissed. I made a video about the Fold. Sorry, the Duo and the Fold 2. Which one is right for you? And that video took off like the first hour and a half, like 500 views. I was like, wow, this is really good. Well, I thought that launching it at the same morning that the Unpacked event was, so people would kind of be looking at it, would be good for it. No, instantly buried. It went like this and then dead. Like it took off for like 5 seconds. Like, did you ever see the movie Final Destination?
Oh yeah.
And then the plane takes off, and I was like, bye, bye, and then boom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was my video.
Yeah, mine was kind of like that. I think I've gotten like 500 total views on that. Why would you spend the $2,000? And so like the whole
sense what you were saying, especially
I wasn't saying don't buy it. Like that's the thing. Yeah. It's like I said, I even said it's like it's a great phone, but I need to tell you how math works. And that's what I was trying to get at was like it's a lot of money. And if you don't have any of these other things and you want these other things, consider the other things because you might be disappointed. Like it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. And it is absolutely what a second version should be. It
was what the first version should have been. Like it looked so polished and refined. Yep. Had that come out first, but I think it's better that they went ahead and they put it out put this one out now. They needed to get out there and show that the technology would work before. If they put this out first, they would have lost more money on it. It would have cost more money last year. Yep. So I think now that they've kind of got this foldable display thing down and people realize, hey, this isn't going to break in 4 months. I think that it's better it came out now, but really it is what the first Fold should have been. Yeah. And like every single thing, people are like, oh, the hinge, oh, the screen on the front, they like took all of that stuff and
nailed it.
They nailed it. From every
4,500 milliamp hour battery in it, that's the same as what's in the Note that is dumpster fire.
That's what concerns me. Not the battery life. We're at the Snapdragon 865 actually does seem more power efficient than the 865 Plus.
Yeah,
865 on my S20 Ultra, even with 120 hertz, better battery life. The 865 inside the V60, fantastic, great battery life, even though it's not 120 hertz, but still. Looking at what we got with the Note 20 Ultra, there's something rotten in Denmark. Something is not right.
And people are saying the Tab S7 Plus, which also has the 865 Plus, is also getting mediocre battery life.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is this new 120 hertz screen is supposed to be more battery efficient. It's supposed to be more power efficient because it adjusts the refresh rate based on what you're doing, so it's not always running the 120 hertz. So it's like it just turns on and off like these variable engines where it's like you get to the stoplight.
I hate those. Oh,
I turn it off. I hit the button all the time.
Same
with this. They're saying that the 120 hertz on these things is very rarely going. When it's enabled, it's very rarely in 120 hertz mode.
Trent has a good point here. Has a great point.
Yeah,
I'm worried about the Fold screen lasting 4 years.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I noted when I looked at it. The first thing that I noticed when I pulled it up on Samsung was 48-month payments. Like, I'm glad that Samsung 2 months ago or a month ago said, we're now going to support our devices for 3 years. How do you have a 4-year payment plan on a phone that is only going to be supported for 3 years.
It's all about this, my friend.
Oh yeah,
what is that? Is it 0% on that? What's that math
yeah,
work out to be?
0%. Yeah, I have Samsung financing. That's what I use on my S20 Ultra, and yeah, they give you the 0% interest for however long, so it's fine. It's just like going into a carrier. They don't require a down payment.
My God, that's still $41 a month.
Yeah,
yeah. That's fine if you're doing it for like 2 years, but like my Suburban's going to be paid off before that.
My God, like that is unreal.
the only way I'm thinking of doing it, and
you think you're going to do it? You're totally
no. Well, the reason is I can get out of it really quick and not really lose anything. Is do jump on demand through T-Mobile.
And see, I'm going to go look at it
for a month and then give it back.
If I buy one of these things, like if I somehow end up with one of these things, I'm going to order one with the custom hinge on it, because the black one with that red hinge and the blue hinge,
It looks great, but
it looks great, man.
Yeah,
I'm holding out. I'm gonna buy the Pixel 5.
No, you know.
You got one in your drawer right there.
I don't. I'm telling you, I don't.
Why? I'm telling you, I think Team Pixel is going to send us a Pixel 5. They already gave us the 4A. They're not going to give us the 4A, 5G, 4A, whatever.
Because it's a different phone again.
Yeah, it is.
Screen, options, reverse. No,
maybe here's what they're going to do. Maybe some people they'll send the 5, and some people they'll send the new 5G version of the XL.
Which one did you have, Scott?
I don't have any of them. I have none of them. I have the 4A, like all of you guys.
You're a fucking bullshitter.
That is the face of a liar.
Yeah, I know. Look at him.
I swear to you, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I do not have the 5.
I would have believed you if you hadn't almost said it earlier.
I didn't almost say it earlier. I don't have the 5.
Dan, you have a brother, right? You have one brother?
No, I have no brothers.
No, not you, Dan.
Yeah, your brother.
So whenever you were growing up, did your mom ever take you take your brother somewhere to go shopping right around? It was like time for your birthday, and you knew they went somewhere and got you something.
I don't want to make you feel horrible now and feel like you said the wrong thing, but my mom left when I was 9, and my brother was only like 8 months old, so we didn't grow up together.
All right. Did somebody in your family who presumably loved you ever go out to buy you a present with like your brother, and then they're like, no, we didn't go shopping for you. No, we didn't go buy anything. You're like,
my dad did that with a Super Nintendo, and then he hid it in his cupboard, and then when he was out at work, I would play with it. I'd pull it out, play with it for 6 hours, and then
rebox it.
Oh, dude! So I got a Christmas story here, real quick. Yeah, I've always been in electronic stuff, and then when I was like 6 years old, I told my parents I won one of the big toy battleships that had like the buttons you could press, or the aircraft carrier, and it would make the explosion sounds and all that stuff, and you could put the little planes on the flight deck. So I was like 6 years old. I go into the living room, and they put this box like in the corner of the wall behind the Christmas tree. I knock over the entire Christmas tree in the living room at like 2:00 in the morning, so I stayed up all night. So I had to get my other brother to help me push the tree back up. But I opened this present at like 3:00 in the morning, and I'm sitting in the living room with it. And my parents, unbeknownst to me, had already put the D-cell batteries in it. So I pressed the button. It's like, so fortunately, there was a big box there that it was in, and I had it turned around facing the door. So I jumped inside that box as soon as that noise went off. And my dad comes out in the living room. He's like walking around trying to find out what's going on. And then he goes back and goes to bed because he'd have murdered me if I kind of did it. But yeah, knocked over the Christmas tree, woke my parents up. All because of that stupid that aircraft carrier, but it was an interesting time. But
Lions Man says check out the 4A bad. Just go get it. Go get it.
4A is fantastic.
Yeah, just go get it.
Best phone of this year. If you bundle everything in together about the 4A, it's the best phone of 2020.
Yeah.
The only thing that'll beat it will be the 5 or the 4A 5G.
I'm really excited about the 5, and as much as people have talked trash about the way that camera looks on the back, I actually like it. I think it looks unique, and I think that it's good for them the way that they've done it. But we'll see.
How bad is it, Scott?
I'm sorry?
How bad is the camera on the back? Does it really look that bad?
On the 4XL, it looks phenomenal. Oh, are you on the 4A? The 4A looks great too.
The one you don't have, how bad is it?
I don't have it. I can't tell you. I don't know.
Sure.
So his wife's playing on it right now. That's why he doesn't have it.
Trent, welcome to the show. Trent, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. What's going on?
So yeah, just we can talk about this whole fold debacle. But yeah, nobody has used these screens that long. I mean, mine has held up well for the little bit that I've used it over the last 6 months. But as much as I use the Z Flip, as much as I use the Fold, I just don't know if it would last for 4 years if somebody uses it all the time. And here's the thing: you get that one screen replacement, but that's only the first year. I mean, I'd be there with my car keys like 2 weeks before the year ran up. Like, oh shoot, I don't know what happened.
I mean, that's what I talked about on my stream. I was like, you're basically, going to get this phone, and you're going to finance it for 48 months. At least that's what Samsung's telling you. You get one screen replacement. Then after that, you're basically out in the wind for all of the repairs if you don't have like the Samsung Care insurance or the cell phone carrier insurance.
How much is the Samsung Care per month?
I think it's like $11 a month or something.
Jesus, $11 more dollars?
Let me go to Samsung.
I was gonna say $11 more dollars. So if we're doing the math on this, because I don't math in my head, it's way too late for that. That's another $528 in insurance.
But it's worth paying it if you're spending $2,000 on a phone with a soft display.
Is it though? That's $2,500. Well, you can get a 4K. You can get an EOS R with a bomb ass lens.
Oh, you can
for less than that.
Absolutely, but if you're spending the $2,000 on the phone, regardless, like Trent was saying, now after a year, that screen goes to shit. You're still paying out for your phone, but then how much is it going to cost to replace the screen if it breaks after that first year?
Yeah, what's the screen cost repair
I
on
don't
that?
tell you.
Oh, hey, you can do another thing though. You can do, because Samsung has this new thing now where you can, like, if you pay off 50% of your phone in the first year or two or whatever, you can return your phone in good condition within 20 months and get $1,000 back. So
yeah, they do that on all the phones though.
It's a new thing they do, but I just saw that they do that. Of course, Samsung financing required. Yeah, it's $11.99 a month for the Samsung Care protection. So if you finance it for 48 months with the Care in there, let me see.
He's now adding it up because he wasn't listening to a word you were saying.
That's like $54 to $56 per month.
Yeah, so $41.66 without it, and then you add on another $11.99. So
yeah, 53 bucks. My
so,
God.
So basically, over the life of the phone, if you keep it for 4 years and you pay the insurance, you're paying $480 worth of insurance over 4 years.
Yeah, you're at a $2,500 device at that point. 4 years.
If it holds up that long.
Yeah, and assuming it holds up that long. But when you start to do the math like that, so if 2,500, okay, that's $600 a year. So okay, do you buy a $600 phone per year?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I spend like $8,000 a year on phones. So
there you go. That's part of the answer.
And the one thing I always bring up to people that no one has been able to answer this question, they always talk about, well, you got to pay to play and it's the latest device. I'm like, okay, besides the fact that it has a folding screen, what differentiates that device from any other phone out there on the market?
Nothing. Literally nothing, because it's the same guts as what you guys are getting in the Note 20 Ultra, right?
Here's the thing, though. With this phone, especially this one more than the original Fold, Dan kind of put the two and two together with this before. Some people are going to buy a Note 20 Ultra, which they're going to pay $1,299 for, and then they're going to go buy a Tab S7 Plus, which is going to be like another $799. And this is really designed to be a phone and a tablet in one. So if you want to spend just the one price and get the phone, the Fold 2, as opposed to the Note Ultra and the tablet, it kind of works out $100 or $200 cheaper, and you kind of get a very similar thing if you're not using the tablet from a productivity perspective.
I would get on top. I'm totally on board with that. But my thing is, like, Android tablets are just bad. Like,
I sold my iPad Pro for this.
The Tab S6 is a fantastic
This is the
device.
first Android tablet. The S7 Plus is the first Android tablet I'm actually excited about since the old Note 10.1.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had the Tab S2, and I totally loved it, but I was like broke and couldn't afford it back then, so I ended up returning it. I love the S series line with the tablets. They've done good. The S3, okay, it was not really much of an improvement. The S4 was okay. The S5e, they really lost their way with that. They came back with the Tab S6. I bought it when it first came out, totally loved it, but I just didn't use it that much, so I sold it. And then recently I found myself in need of using a tablet more frequently, so I got another Tab S6, and I like it so much that I've already pre-ordered the Tab S7 Plus. And if you look at the landscape in the Android tablet world, there is nothing I would recommend anybody go buy other than a Samsung line. Even the Tab S6 Lite is not bad for what it is, and you can get them for like Best Buy had on sale for like $289.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not a tablet guy. Like, I guess that's what it comes down to is like my kids have iPad Pros for, school and things like that. But like, I don't even pick those up.
Your kid?
Like, huh?
It's like, can I be your kid? Shoot, I don't know. Bro.
They're generation 1. Let's not get crazy here.
I thought it was really cool. when the original iPad Pro came out. So here's when my first semester of law school, I handwrote all my notes. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be real diligent. I'm not gonna use a computer. I'm not gonna be screwing off like everybody else. I handwrote everything. That lasted about half the semester, and I was like walking around like this all the time because my hand was so cramped up because there's just so many notes. So I went out and I switched over and I was using my BlackBerry Playbook with a Bluetooth keyboard. I'm sitting like people are using iPads. I'm sitting here with the BlackBerry Playbook and an external Bluetooth keyboard, which that worked. I got through the first semester, but the next semester I went out and I bought a Surface RT, which was really RT stands for really trash. It was so bad. And I was too poor. I didn't buy the keyboard. So I was like on the tablet, which was even more horrible. So after all that, I ended up getting, I got a Dell, and that lasted like a year. It sucked. So then I got a MacBook Air, and I used that for a little while. But yeah, the iPad Pro, I actually did go buy one, and I thought it was the coolest thing. I got the biggest one, that 12.9.
Oh, yeah.
Was
the behemoth.
I used that for like 2 weeks. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I took it back.
Really?
That sucker was a monstrosity. I can't handwrite very fast, so I gave up on the whole handwriting thing.
I love my iPad.
What I don't get is like,
cool.
I don't get where people are like, oh well, iPads are so much greater than Samsung tablets, and I'm like, okay, 99% of the time when they're talking about that, they're referring to video editing, and I'm like, take video editing out of the equation. Not everyone's gonna edit video on a damn tablet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not better apps than Android do. They're made for the iPad specifically, where on the Android tablets they're blown up cell phone.
My problem,
that's why I don't Android tablet. Like I don't tablet period is because like I'd rather just do everything on my mobile. Like I'm just not a tablet guy.
Yeah, I have a hard time recommending Android tablets to anybody because you can get the base model iPad for like $270, $250 a lot of the times now, and there's no Android tablet on the market really that for that price is going to give you the same performance, the same reliability, and the same longevity. You buy a $100, $200 Android tablet, and the thing sucks like 8 months later, and it's never getting any upgrades. It's not as good. So when you get into the Pro tablet, yeah, I think you can make an argument for a Tab S7 versus an iPad Pro. But at the bottom level, the Android tablets are.
I miss the Nexus 7.
Oh man,
that was awesome. I say it depends on the person. It depends on the person
all
because right, because I work with tons of different ages, from kids all the way up to seniors, and not even including age. One person, I can give them a Galaxy Tab A or whatever, right? Like the last when they came out last year was like a 2020 or 2019 model. I can give it to somebody as long as they can open up YouTube, as long as they can use a calculator, as long as they can get the weather, they're perfectly fine with it. And I can give them an iPad, which, maybe costs a little bit more, or has more features or whatever, but they're still at that same basic use case level. And what I hate the most is like everybody pretends like you need to have the best and brightest and fastest and most awesomest thing when like 78% of the world is using the most basic stuff on earth and they're perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, they use Facebook, Chrome browser, Twitter, Instagram. All those apps work agnostic of Apple or Android. Yeah. Those apps are going to work.
You don't need an iPad Pro either, because you can use LumaFusion on a $270 to $320 iPad 7th gen with the first gen Apple Pencil, and it works just as well as the $1,500 iPad Pro. It's just
yeah. Usually when I make recommendations on stuff like that, I ask people what kind of phone they're using. Because if you're using an iPhone, I'm like, here, go get a cheap iPad, because you're going to get all the wonderful stuff. It transfers over. You get iMessage. It's going to be like, you'll pick it up and know exactly what to do with it. As opposed to if they're using like an Android, I'm like, yeah, you can go, maybe this like the Tab A or a Tab S6 Lite might be an option. But that's usually the consideration that I take when I talk to people, just because they'll enjoy it more, not having the two different operating systems. Because even for me, that gets kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, usually, most of the time, Android with Android and Apple with Apple, but ultimately, I just look at what they're going to use it for more than anything else. And another thing that I do is I honestly recommend Android tablets for kids more than I recommend for Apple, because the problem that I have with Apple is the fact that you have to have some sort of credit card tied to that Apple ID.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You do.
Mm-hmm. And what I usually see, what ends up happening is kids find a way to get around that. Whereas at least, if you just give them the Play Store, you don't put nothing in there, they can't get nothing out of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't give my kids passwords to their stuff, so they have to come ask me anytime they want to install anything.
Yep, that's exactly what I do.
You get no password,
right? But you are what I would call an aware parent. Like, there are just some parents out there that just flat out don't know, but the kid knows, but the parents don't, and then $200 or $300 later, they wake up really quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after their kid thinks they have the magic genie for all the Fortnite skins.
Yep.
I mean, I'll tell you a quick story. So I got the Amazon Alexa Echo Dot. My girlfriend bought it for me for Christmas. I used it for a little while, but after a while, I just grew tired of it, and then my girlfriend was using it. Now it was still tied to my Amazon account. So it still was tied to my card and all that stuff. For whatever reason, I don't know how my kid figured this out or if he saw it on a YouTube video. He's 3. He literally came out of nowhere and said, Alexa, I want a baby bum or whatever, right? And then it said something about, do you want to sign up for this subscription to play baby bum? He said yes. And Amazon automatically signed me up for the subscription. I was in the room. I turned around and said, hey, Alexa, cancel subscription. Alexa then told me out loud that she could not do that, and I would have to go onto the website in order to cancel.
Man, see, I'm telling you, I do not know why Alexa allows stuff like that, whereas the Google Assistant, no.
I don't know who actually does that. Like, who's sitting around like, Alexa, sign me up for a subscription for this? Like,
I know a lot of people who say out loud, like if they're looking at something on the tablet and they want to do something or they want to buy something they've just seen. I know a few people who've done that where it's, hey, I'm not even going to say it because I've got one over there. And I don't want to end up with whatever, like a bright pink dildo or something like that from Amazon. But probably just my luck. If I did get one, I'd give it to you because I could tell that your mouth was watering at the thought. But I know a few people who use it for that because it's just convenient.
Use what for the what? Let's get some clarification here.
Yeah,
Use that for what?
It's all about the girth. All right.
I mean, look, I will say this. I understand where that becomes useful for someone who has a disability or they're disabled or something like that. I get that part. But the fact that Alexa can basically accept any voice.
That's the problem
Normally
I have.
when you set it up,
recognition.
yeah, normally when you set it up, like the voice recognition is supposed to be like tied to your voice. That way someone else can't just say, hey, whatever. But the fact that the software is like, obviously this is a kid compared to me and my deep ass voice, but we're going to listen to the kid and we're not going to listen to the dude that's paying for all this shit.
Yep.
See, and I know the Google Assistant has really good voice recognition because you can ask it to check calendars, or you can straight up ask, who am I? And it will tell you, you are this person, or on this date, you said you were this person. But yeah, I've never had great luck with Alexa. That's why she's never in my house anymore.
Yeah, I've had like 1 or 2 Alexa things before, and I just don't care for them that much. I much prefer Google Assistant, but even that's very limited. Like I have a Lenovo
I like Google Assistant
display, and I have it's right next to my bed, and I really enjoy it. I'll go to bed like, hey, so and so, turn on some thunderstorm sounds, or hey, set an alarm or a timer, or like all these things. And I have gotten to where I enjoy that. Like, I have like lights in my room, like my lamp is connected to it, my oscillating fan is connected to it, my bathroom light. So it's very nice having that level of integration, which you can of course do with Alexa as well. But I have found, maybe it's because I never use it on my phone, I just feel more natively comfortable.
I use it a lot on my phone as well. I send text messages with Google Assistant all the time.
Yeah, Google Assistant.
It's the only one that can pick up my accent as well if it's set to US. Normally, I have to go in and set it to UK.
So do you have to go in there and pick a box that says fake accent?
No. I have to pick that says the Queen's English, not bastardized. So that's the way that goes. But no, seriously, if I use Siri, even in that's meant to be all this so great and it can pick up everything. I could say to Siri like, "Hey Siri, what's the time?" and it'll tell me that you got to cook a cheeseburger for 12 minutes. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? It's so annoying. Whereas Google gets it pretty right. It's pretty good.
I mean, let's be fair. You probably ask, how do you cook a cheeseburger a lot? But
probably.
Do I think I know how to cook a cheeseburger?
I think he knows how to cook a cheeseburger.
Bro, I think you and I both know how to cook a cheeseburger.
I'd be blindfolded. It'd be no problem.
What's funny is it's embarrassing. And I'll just flat say it's embarrassing how good the dictation is on a Pixel over my iPhone 11 Pro Max that I paid over $1,000 for.
Oh, it's terrible on the iPhone. My wife complains about that all the time because she uses it when she tries to drive, and she's like, you know what? I hate this so much. And she's not even a tech person. I mean, I hate it so much I don't even use it. You can speak slowly. You can try and articulate and enunciate however you want. It never comes out right, or it just won't start, or it'll get like the first 3 words and then won't do anymore. Like using the Smart Assistant on BlackBerry 10 6 years ago, the Smart Assistant was better with voice to text than iPhone is now in 2020.
Yeah, but then you get the Pixel dictations where you're like, it's like, oh, so you wanted to order that thing and the weather is this temperature? Like, yeah, actually, that's exactly what I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's good. I love it.
So, yeah, I hope they get better with that. And it's especially nice with the Pixels where it can do it offline, because if you have a Samsung or an iPhone and you don't have an internet connection to talk to the big, cloud in the sky, you're done. I mean, so yeah, the Google voice to text is just so good.
I like Google Assistant so much that when my 21-month-old son is having a tantrum, all I have to say is, okay, Google. And he stops straight away. Yeah, he stops straight away because he's waiting for his songs to come on, because we always play his songs through them when he's having a bit. He instantly stops and looks at the Google thing, waiting for it to come on. So, yeah, it's a lifesaver.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, for me, I would say, because like everyone craps all over Google. I'd say that Google makes the most complete phone. Like if
Yes.
you want a phone and do like the things that you're going to do on a phone and not necessarily play games all the time or be recording feature length movies or be on your phone for 24 hours straight. If you just need a phone,
Yep.
the Pixel 4a is awesome.
Yep.
Because I'll tell you right now, I use the call screen feature so much
Yes.
Absolutely.
that
Oh,
every
man,
time I
love
go back
call
to my
screen.
iPhone, I am
Great.
so mad that I don't have it.
And
I
now
go into
they
the settings and set it all up so robocalls or anything like that instantly go to screen call.
and now Android Messages has the when you get the spam texts,
Yep.
it automatically archives. Holy Jesus, it's
so
amazing.
much better.
Oh my God.
Like
Love
legit,
it.
every aspect of the Pixel 4a as far as a phone is on point. The speakers are amazing.
Yep.
Mhm.
The buttons are amazing. The
Mhm.
battery life is about, a hit or miss sometimes, but it's still good.
For a
Calls,
$350 phone for with a 3100 milliamp battery, I have no problems with the battery.
It's far better than my Note 20 Ultra battery.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time I run into issues is because I play Pokemon Go.
Oh, there you go.
It doesn't matter anything.
Yeah, Pokemon eats the battery. Got to catch them all when the battery's there.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, I know we're ready to wrap things up here in a minute, unless y'all want to keep talking longer. But we're already at like an hour.
Scott trying to hide his yawns, but
It's
the
like
bad nostrils give it away. Scott.
I know, right? Like I'm trying.
He's gonna go play the World Series of Poker on his Pixel 5.
That's right.
Got to get all that
what I
money.
want to stream about tomorrow. Shit.
What's
How
that?
are you doing the everyday stream? How's that going?
Hey, it's a challenge.
What time do you normally stream? Just anytime?
So during the weekdays, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stream anywhere between 5 and 7 because like at least at 5 I'm just straight off getting off of work. I only stream for an hour. So that would either be like 5 to 6 or from like 6 to 7 so I can knock it out and still like have family time and everything. On the weekends though, I don't know when to actually stream. Like I'm thinking about just randomly just doing it maybe in the afternoon or waking up and doing it in the morning because like, dude, I got people from fucking Australia watching me. I'm like, how?
Yeah, man. Dude, it's crazy. Like you start to think about it, like when you start to look at like the circle, because we all tend to run in like very similar circles, and we have like tons of people. You got Ben in the UK who's in way in the future, and then Australia's in like whoa future. I mean, you're talking about the next day type shit. Oh, Trent's gone.
We lost him. Oh goodness, yeah, I can't. Hey, I give my hat off to these people that can stream all the time. He's back.
Well, he's back. Welcome back.
Yeah, as far as streaming goes, like when Viper was doing his everyday stream thing, or Trent with his streaming, like like Dan and I do our show on Wednesday. I like to do this on Friday night because on Wednesday it's very like, all right, we're talking about this. It's always tech specific stuff. This right here, it's like it's just nice to be able to hop on, talk to people, talk about whatever. I mean, we're talking about Labor Day barbecue earlier, talking about how you have the Pixel 5 already. I mean, a lot of exciting things. So it's just nice to be able to like get on here.
Green is it, by the way?
Not have an agenda and just talk about whatever. But maybe it's just because I make so many regular videos that I don't have time for it. But I tell you what, sitting here on camera for an hour and a half is it takes more out of you than I think than just to sit there and make a video.
Here's the funny thing. It takes more out of me to make a video than it does to go live.
Really?
Like, if you ever watch my live streams, like probably within the past week, I usually start off kind of even keeled, and then I will just ramp up with like energy and being able to talk and share my opinion as I go throughout the stream. And before I know it, I'll be at 45 minutes. I'm like, damn, I just did all that in 45 minutes. And then like I'm trying to figure out how to wrap it up. Whereas with making a video, there's all this stuff that's involved. There's making sure the information is accurate, making sure that the camera's charged. I got the microphone level set. You know, I got the lighting correct. I cleared the memory card so I don't run out of space. And then, you know, you finally hit record. And there's something about, for me, there's something about talking to a camera and not getting any feedback from it whatsoever. You can't see a chat or anything else like that. You're just talking into this lens. I screw up so much when I'm just talking to a camera, but when I'm on a live stream, I just bang it out. Like I might have a few slip ups, but there's like, it's just straight. Like it's like talking to an actual person. And so that's where I struggle on camera and having that on camera presence where I'm trying to talk to someone who's not there.
I think with live though, is like with live, even if it's like subconsciously, you know, you're like, okay, it's live, and if I make a mistake, oh well, we're live, and that's why it's so special about being live. Then you make less mistakes because you're already like you're more comfortable. You're just kind of in a flow. Whereas a recorded one almost has to be perfect because you can edit out any of the mistakes, and it makes editing sometimes really freaking hard.
Oh, yeah. The amount of F-bombs I dropped through my videos, if you watched them, like it's like fuck over and over again. I'm like,
maybe you should just keep them that way. Maybe it would do better. You're not going to get any ads. You're not going to get any ad revenue, but maybe you'll get more people.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'll tell you what, growth for me has been like hella slow. Like,
really?
I will probably get. In terms of subscriber counts and things like that, I might get 5 a day, maybe. And that's just like
really quick. You went through a stage of going really quick, though, didn't you? Through your subs at one point. Did you not? I thought you did.
You know, and I never had like a crazy big exponential growth. I think the largest amount of subs I ever got in one day was 50.
Wow.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on 4,500 subs.
No, it's still like not that the subs are a big issue or anything like that, because
care anymore.
Most of my views, honestly, are not subs.
Yeah, mine. I get like 3% of my subs watch my videos. It's like okay, whatever.
Well, how are you doing on views?
Views?
Yeah.
I mean, views are up. Let me see. Actually, I have vidIQ pulled up. It ebbs and flows. I usually get around, I don't know, in the last, like usually in about a week, I get anywhere between like 14,000 and 18,000 views. Not a lot, like really not a lot. Like a lot of people, like I am probably your very much quintessential average, very average, like probably a little bit below average YouTuber. A guy that just grinds it out. It's like a minor league baseball player. Never going to be really good enough to make the majors, but always going to be one of the guy that's just like a journeyman that does a 20-year career in the minors. That's effectively
what frustrates me is that if you make something completely like off base, not even off base, but like even some stuff that's like not exactly the same as usual. Like I had a BlackBerry video I put out yesterday that hit like 6,000 views in 24 hours, which was like really good. That's one of my like top 10 videos in the last couple of months. Really good. And then I can put another video out like on this Samsung TV that I did just because I bought it and get like 250 views in 3 days. It's just, there's no rhyme or reason. So even when it comes down to subscribers, even having 27,000 subscribers to pull 200 views on like a video in 3 days, it's just like makes you want to pull your hair out sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, so go ahead, Trent. Sorry.
I was say so the thing that I noticed the most about YouTube and the whole subscriber thing, a lot of times they'll say that subscriber counts don't matter, and that's kind of like a half truth. So like if we're talking about if you have 1 million subs versus 500,000, then that's not, you're still within the same ballpark. To me, it's more so about getting your active subscribers to all, once you drop a video, for them to come in and kind of, set you up for success somewhere else. Because if you have 200 people out of the, 27,000, if 200 people start watching that video the minute it drops, within that first minute, it tells YouTube, it's like, hey, this is an interesting thing. And so that's kind of like where, and I'm gonna sound crazy for saying this, but I kind of want to go and have the option to where if no one has watched my video, any of my videos in the past 6 months or longer, I want to have the ability to remove the subscription. Because
now that's interesting.
Because they're not, it's not doing me any favors, because YouTube is going to look and they're going to say, okay, you have 5,123 subscribers, but you only pull 93 views from your subs, and then the rest of the views are just SEO, people that just happen to walk through the door, but your videos don't break 1,000. What were those other 4,000 subs there for? And those other 4,000 subs came from when I was doing Casey Neistat compilation videos, like from 5 years ago, and the people just never unsubbed.
I mean, that's the thing is, like, when I look at my analytics, I happen to just have it pulled up right now. Most of my views are actually not from not from subscribers. Like 98% are not subscribers.
The thing with mine is, and I don't fault people, I reliably put out 5, sometimes 6 videos a week, not including the 2 live streams that I do. So I'm like basically put out 7 to 8 videos a week. I can't expect people to love me and my content so much that they watch every single one of those videos when they go live. So I'm sure if I made like 2 videos a week, maybe 3 videos a week, maybe the response from those guys would be better. But I mean, I wouldn't even watch my own video that many times a week. So I understand, like, a lot of the stuff that comes through my door is not necessarily subscribers as well.
Same shit. 3.7% of subscribers. It's like, really?
Yeah, nine. Go ahead, Trent. Sorry.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, the other part is where, so this is kind of like a good / bad thing. It's like, sometimes you're trying to get to that 1,000, right? So you can get to your monetization, and a lot of times we'll push each other and, like, call out each other's channels, like, hey, go check out so and so and subscribe. And usually what'll happen is someone will hit that subscribe button. They'll watch 1 or 2 videos to kind of see what's going on, and then they just won't watch ever again.
Absolutely. I see a lot of people as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because they don't like you. It's just because they just came. They thought they were getting something, but most people, like I say, they just don't hit unsubscribe unless they're just upset.
Yep.
Yeah, on mine, my watch time from subscribers is 5.5%.
Ooh, aren't you fucking clever?
Right.
My watch time's 3.3.
Now, when you're small, it hurts you, because having 5% of your audience at the size that you're at, YouTube is like, whatever. But if you had 1 million subs,
5%, that's a lot.
Yeah, you take 5% of them, that's still beating what 90% of the rest of YouTube.
I mean, it's just the thing is, it's like just a constant grind. So, like, when my kids say, like, I want to be a YouTuber, like, boy, y'all don't even understand.
I don't.
Like, you don't even know, like, it, and you kind of, like, there's videos, and I've said this to Kevin before, and I've been like, man, the Surface Duo video and the In Plain Sight video I made about the Pixel 5. I literally did not do anything special for those videos. I have placed significantly more effort in all of my Pixel content. Like when the 4A came out and I had like a video every single day, like that week I busted hump. And all week, the whole week's worth of videos that I did weeks worth of prep on to try to make sure I got it right, got less views combined than the one I just had one come off the dome. And that's frustrating.
Exactly the same with me. That my last 3 videos, the ones that I put effort into, 209 views, 363 views, and the one of me just sat here like I am right now, saying, "Hey, this is a dumpster fire," is on nearly 4,000.
That's what I told you that though.
I know, but still, it's like, come on.
Yeah, I have the same thing. It's like I started doing like I was very much against commentary videos. And sorry for anybody in the audience who doesn't want to hear all this stuff right now, because this really wasn't where I intended the conversation to go.
Yeah, sorry.
Having us here talking about this now, I mean, I'm glad we're having this conversation. When it comes down to these videos, I was very adamant against, like, I'm going to do strict product reviews. But then it's like, there's only so many product reviews I can do.
My wallet is hurting. I need to chill on the product reviews.
Yeah, there's always, but see, even when there are products I get in, like some of these products are not beneficial to my channel. Mm-hmm. If I'm trying to do primarily phone content, it's like, oh, by the way, I have this electronic toothbrush and this battery bank. Like that messes things up. Even though, like, yeah, I got it for free. That's great. I'm glad I was able to establish these relationships. But the other thing is, you know, I don't historically do a lot of B-roll. Like I will do it to highlight some certain things, but I'm not a B-roll driven video maker. It's just not my thing. And I don't have time for that. I work 40, 50 hours a week. I have 6 kids. I do YouTube 4 hours a night in my office in my studio in the garage now. So I have to pick and choose what I'm going to make.
Yep.
And how I'm going to make it. So the other thing is, it's like that stuff, nobody necessarily wants to see that, one, but two, it's hard to grow sometimes that way. So I was like, you know what? I'll start making some meaningful commentary videos. Not necessarily like hype-driven ones, or not necessarily like, all right, let's talk about this product I don't have, but here, is this right for you? Should you consider this? This is coming out soon. Should you upgrade from this to this? There are ways that you can, one, offer some of your mental insight to people that they value because they're there as a subscriber. They want to know these things, because every time you make a video, you always get a comment that says, can you look at this? What do you think of this? How does this compare to that? So there are ways you can do meaningful commentary stuff, and people like that because it's not just, oh, look at this, it does this and that. It helps them to validate some of the things that they're thinking about, or if they want to know about it, then it sparks an interest. So I do kind of like maybe 65% product reviews now, and I do like maybe 20% of the other. And it's not 100%. I do other things in there too, but yeah, I typically do one commentary video a week now, and my commentary videos reliably do better than my product reviews.
Yep.
And there's like not hardly any work that goes into it.
Yep.
And the beautiful thing about commentary is, you know, usually commentary is tied to some sort of trending topic.
Yep.
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed is that people will basically just change the entire direction of their channel based off of the topic, and they don't suffer because people are looking for it. So, for example, if you go and type into YouTube, what is that? iPhone 12 release date, right? There's a guy that'll come up. Now, when I first found this dude, like 4 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, right before the pandemic, he had about 2,000 or 3,000 subs. He has legit just made video after video saying iPhone 12 release date and just changing the back end of it, and then doing commentary with B-roll over it. And he's at like 35,000 subs now.
You can do that.
Matt talks
He's got
tech.
hundreds of thousands of views.
266,000 views on its iPhone release date and price. iPhone 12, 120 hertz display.
If you find things like that, like if your channel revolves around emerging trends in tech and info and leaks and rumors and news, you have something you can do every day. And somebody, if they stuck to it and started building some momentum, you can grow so much faster doing that than doing what a lot of us do, which are traditional product reviews.
Oh yeah, I mean, and you can see it when you go through his stuff. You can see where he flipped the script. Literally, you can see where he changed his whole thing, thumbnail, everything. You can see about factory resetting certain things, getting 220 reviews or 220, views. But as soon as he flipped the script and did iPhone 12 release date and price dash anything, it went just bananas. And his thumbnails all look the same, all similar. Like it's got obvious things on it. So he's boilerplated this really well.
Yeah, you can do that, and I mean, you can get some good traction that way. It's just not what I ever wanted my channel to be. So it's like, if there's important things, or there's something I want to talk about, or something I think is beneficial or helpful, or just to put something out there when people I think are looking for information. Like I made one that said, I have the Tab S6 and said, should you upgrade from the Tab S6 to the Tab S7 or the Tab S7 Plus? And it's got 40,000 views in the last couple of weeks. And I didn't for the life of me think it was going to do that good, but then I go and make like a TV video or make something else, and it's like 300, 400 views. So you never know, but the nice thing about it is, one, you get to be very much kind of the most genuine form of yourself when you're on the camera, because it's just you talking like, hey, look, this is coming out, or this is this, XYZ, blah, 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 but very much kind of like we're talking here, or like when you do one of those videos, as opposed to, hi guys, today we're going to talk about the Pixel 4, blah, 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 editing, B-roll. And then it's like, I don't know. It's just, you can do that stuff and it works good, but sometimes commentary videos, they perform really well. And there's very well that goes into
his titles for the last 6 months has release date wrote in it.
Hey, it works for them apparently.
Yeah,
everyone on any different phone, Apple Glass release date and price, Galaxy Note release date and price.
Apple gets clicks, man. Apple gets clicks.
We should make a channel, and just like all of us, like we'll just make one video. Like you make a video on Monday, you want on Tuesday. We'll call it a super channel.
The super channel.
We'll do commentary. Yes, like just get a couple YouTube personalities, tech reviewers together, and we'll each make this like one video a week, and it's only on new stuff, leaks, rumors, information, and stuff. We probably have like 40,000 subscribers in like 6 months.
Well, it's all got to be the same stuff though.
Yeah.
Like you basically have to pick something to stick to until you grow a large enough audience that you can then play around with other things.
Apple. I mean, Apple's obviously going to get a lot of clicks, so it's just is what it is.
Sticking release date in every video I make, even if it's got nothing to do with it.
I need to go back and change. So I made this one called, BlackBerry Mobile is gone. Rest in peace. Yeah. Apple iPhone 12 release date.
Yeah. Even his Android videos that have the same thing, instead of iPhone 12, it'll say Galaxy Note this. Or
people find things that work.
It's still the same thing.
There are some really surprising channels that I find out there that, like, how do you have 100,000 subscribers? Hey T, welcome. Like I don't. You can look at some of this stuff and it's like, how? Like I've been busting my butt for 3 years to get here. It's like, how do you make this slop? And you've got 100,000 subscribers. So I don't know that there's necessarily any magic formula or bullet, but there are certainly models of success that you can follow.
I'm definitely taking out a lot of B-roll from my videos from now on.
And I talked to you about this before.
But, I like when I watch a video, I like the visual of the B-roll. I really do. I like it. I think it's
Thank you,
it,
T.
it draws me in more. I'm more interested.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, T. Just makes me more interested. So I'm doing videos from my point of view, which is obviously not working. So
yeah, because I've actually had better CTR and better like longevity of my actual views and watch time on no B-roll at all.
yeah,
None.
That was the philosophy when I changed things on my channel back around January, and I shifted to the strategy I'm at now. If you can't get shoppers in the door, they're not going to buy anything.
Yep.
So it's like I'm spending all this time trying to make this video look beautiful, and I would get pissed off. I would get sad. I would be like, I put all this work into this. I think it's good, and nobody's watching it. So now I have a template, like not a template. I have a formula for how I do things, and yeah, it might have a 10-minute video. I might have a minute and 30 seconds of B-roll, maybe. I mean, just some stuff that pops up here and there to show it. But that was my whole philosophy. Is like, I need to get people in the door to watch the stuff, because otherwise it's like if I put all this effort into it, it doesn't matter anyway. They're not going to watch it.
I think times are changing. I think people aren't product reviews nowadays. I don't think people care because they've already seen B-roll or whatever or pictures. They already know what devices look like, so I don't think they care anymore. To be like T saying there, and his videos look great even when he does no B-roll.
Oh yeah, I like what he's done. I just, like I said, I was watching his earlier, and his new video looked fantastic.
Everybody I speak to at the moment is, I'm not doing B-roll because
it's just it's time. It's time. It just takes more time.
Absolutely.
Although I wanted to get T's Metabones. I can't find a Metabone speed booster anywhere. That thing is sold out everywhere. It's for the EOS R.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things. I think maybe, let's say we hit 500,000 subscribers one day. People might have a better expectation for what our videos look like. But at this point,
well, because they've grown with you. So they know what to expect, I think, these people then.
I have my way of doing it. And I've hit a couple of gold mines here and there just with the community that I have, which has been a blessing for my subscribers and my views. But I just look, this is me. You get me and my style, and it's you. A lot of people talk about this, but it's like you can't be somebody else. Like there are people that I like. I appreciate their presentation, their style, but you know what? They've also got somebody who records for them. They've got somebody who edits for them. They sit down and talk about how they want things to look. Like I sit down, I'm like, all right, hit the record button. Hey everybody, and then launch into whatever I'm talking about, but. At the end of the day, what's going to get you subscribers is the quality of your content, the information you put out there, and people genuinely believing and being interested in what you have to say.
I may end up, if I end up doing no B-roll, I may end up selling my camera and Sigma lens, because what is the point of having a $300-400 Sigma lens and an $800 camera to sit there and do what I could do on this?
Is it a Sony?
Yes.
Sony what?
A61.
Okay, well, let's talk.
Okay.
I mean, for the most part, when I look at it like that, the DSLR, the mirrorless camera, they provide the best mix of quality and ease of use at the same time when it comes to like transferring video and a certain look that you want to get. So I kind of see where you're coming from, because I mean, right now I got a whole ass setup right now that I really don't need. But another thing comes into like just trying to find things that other people aren't doing, because one thing I'm doing right now that no one does, and I know because I looked, not a single person puts tags in their live streams. And so right now, the live streams I've been doing every single day, I'm titling them and I'm putting descriptions and tags in them like they are videos.
Yep. I don't do it on any of mine. I've tried to do it. You can see where I've dabbled, but you are 100% right.
I have a basic standard description for mine, and then I do tag them. Like I fill up the tags, or I put a lot of tags in there, and I try to change the title like a little bit to give an idea of what it is, but it all says like unhinged tech, episode or whatever. For this, I don't really care. This is not really a marketable video. People can come on and watch it. I do appreciate it. I like when people show up, but this is more about engagement than it is like on Wednesday night when we're having an agenda about what we're talking about.
Right.
All right. I'm exhausted, so I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Flaring your nostrils. All right.
We talked a long time, but it was good. I'm glad I had a good time.
See, there's no rhyme or reason to this, T, but I've got 4 hours and 45 minutes screen on time with 31% battery left today.
That's when I talked to you earlier, I had just hit like 4 hours and 5 minutes.
31. I'm at 31 now, and I'm at 4 hours and 45 minutes. Nothing
so crazy. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. See ya. Holla at your boy. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah, because y'all guys, you're an hour ahead of me. I was sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, shoot, it's fixing to be 11 o'clock here. And I was going to try and finish editing a video tonight for tomorrow because I didn't do one today. And here, William, thanks. I'm glad that you found the video helpful.
That's just the thing with me. Like, when it comes to like streaming, I just find streaming so much easier, and it's a little hard if I do it by myself. But if there's somebody else on the panel, we can have a discussion for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, and I think it's the worst part.
Nights, the time goes like that. Tonight, the time's flown by 2 hours nearly. It's like,
yeah, if I'm sitting here by myself, like 30 minutes feels like an hour and a half. Like I don't enjoy sitting here talking by myself. It's great whenever I just don't have enough people that show up to have a really engaging audience whenever I do it. But whenever it's like me and Dan or like hear us talking on Friday night, I'll look down. I'm like, wow, we talked forever. It went by like that. And it was a really good time.
Yep.
So yeah, people definitely make the whole experience better, but probably ought to go ahead and wrap it up. I know Dan, you're an hour ahead there. Are you in Eastern time zone too, Trent?
Yeah. I think me and Dan are in the same state.
Ohio, Trent?
Yeah.
I'm out just outside of Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm up in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm all the way down here in Houston. But I guess we'll go and wrap things up. Shoot, we're coming up on 2 hours now. But for all the people who showed up tonight, thanks a lot for hanging out with us. I know a lot of people are in and out throughout the show. But thank you so much for showing up. Again, we'll do this next Friday, the regular Friday night block party. Trent, I know what you're doing, your regular live streams now. So check him out. And then Dan and I have our regular Unhinged Tech stream on Wednesday night, which we'll be doing next Wednesday. So all those good things. But thanks so much for everybody coming in tonight. Thanks, Trent, for showing up and hanging out.
Nice talking to you, Trent. First time.
Oh, yeah, man. No problem.
Yeah, live streams are a lot of fun. It's a great way to meet people too. Have people hop on. It's one thing when we tweet and we reply and we comment and blah blah blah. But it's really nice to actually get on and have discussions with people. It's a good time.
Absolutely.
So thanks again, guys. Thank you all for showing up. And I guess y'all have a wonderful and safe Labor Day weekend. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the extra time off and do whatever you do. And we'll see y'all again next week.
Later.
Already.
Have a good night.